Hey, another quick message from the car today from moi, Andi Skips, and this is about daylight saving or changing the clocks. Spring forward, fall back. So this Saturday night, Sunday, the clocks change in the UK, and the clocks go back. And it's often said that we gain an extra hour in bed, which I'd like to dismiss that straight away and say that's absolutely not true. What happens is we get up later and we go to bed later. So it might appear that we gain an extra hour, we have an extra hour in bed, but of course all we do is we just shift our daily pattern on an hour. So for years it really annoyed me that this was happening. I used to moan about it, and then I thought, you know what, why am I moaning about it? I'm just going to not change my clocks. So for about 5, maybe 8, maybe more, maybe 8 or 9 years, I haven't been moving my clocks because I don't agree that we should move them, because it happens at a time when, the time of year, particularly here in the UK, when we have a busy time in the lead up to Christmas, and autumn is a busy term at people at school and after the summer holidays and stuff. So people's immune system can be down, they can be tired. It's a change of the season, and so to put in a change in your body clock, because that's basically what you're doing, you're asking your body to change. I know it's just by an hour, but that can have quite an effect. And also when we go home from work, if we work or home from school, then we're going home when it's dark. Now I personally hate that, because it makes the evening feel very, very short. Some people like it, they say it's cozy and cozy pubs and stuff like that. I get that. It's going to get dark anyway where we are in the UK, because of where we are on the earth and where the sun is relative to us, or us relative to it, whatever your theory is on that. So for me, it's going to get dark, but I would actually prefer if we were on the same time as Europe, and actually 2 hours ahead from where we are, and an extra hour from British summertime, if that makes sense. So I don't move my clocks. So people say, is that confusing? Yes, it is a little bit, but at this time of year, the worst thing that can happen is that you turn up an hour early to somewhere, or an hour early compared to everybody else, because you're actually on the same time. It was everybody else that moved their clocks. So yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful. You have to think to yourself, you know, it's actually great because you've actually got an extra hour on everybody else. And it feels good because you get up at the same time as you've always gotten up, or have for the last sort of 9 months or whatever it is. So I like it. I stick with the clock as it is, and I would prefer it if nobody changed their clocks, and if the government or the majority of humanity, or people in the UK, would just say, actually, we're sticking with this time. But that's me, that's my personal thing. It's easy for me because I live on just with my dog, so nobody else gets affected or gets freaked out by the fact that the clocks haven't moved. There is a psychological thing about it, that's all I'll say. It seems like a small thing, but there's a psychological thing about the clocks changing. And I often go off to LA or California in January, February or whatever. So I usually come back on a British summertime, onto the daylight saving time when I get back, to be fair, but I certainly don't move them in October. So anyway, if you do change your clocks, it's coming up this Saturday. If you want to try something different, maybe don't change them for a little, and see how you feel. Anyway, hope that's helpful. I'm gonna say adios amigos, ciao ciao, bye bye.